Good morning, students. Good morning, class. How are you today? I hope you are all doing great. So, today we will have a very interesting topic entitled poetry. So, without further ado, let's begin. So, what is exactly poetry is? So, if you want to answer, you may comment down below, alright? So, poetry is a way of writing that uses special words and sounds to express feelings, tell stories, or describe things in a beautiful or interesting way. So we are all aware, students, that poetry has different types, right? Okay, so what are those? So you may comment down below your answers like what are some types of poetry? Alright, let's say haikus, sonnets, of course, free verse, and more. But today we will only be discussing free verse, so bear with me because later on we will do the activity, okay? So, what is free verse? So, free verse is a type of poetry without set rules like rhyming or patterns, where poets can write however they want without traditional restrictions. So, free verse doesn't follow a rhyme scheme where it uses varying line lengths, has natural rhythms, and focuses on creating vivid images. So, free verse poetry is a type of poetry that is not bound by traditional poetic rules such as meter or rhyme. So it is like abstract art in that there is no set structures or form that poet must follow, where instead the poet is free to experiment with words and phrases, where playing with language to create a unique and expressive work. So just as abstract artwork can be interpreted in different ways by different viewers, so where previous poetry can be interpreted in different ways by different readers, of course, where it allows the poet to convey emotions and ideas in a way that is personal and authentic without the constraints of traditional poetry. So now let's have a short history of preverse. Alright, so pre-verse poetry emerged in late 19th century as a way of poets to break away from the rigid structures or traditional poetry, where popular poets used it to reflect the social and cultural changes that were happening at the time. Where today, of course, pre-verse poetry remains a popular form of poetry that allows for a greater flexibility and creative expression. And also, aside from that, vivid imagery is essential for reviewers like metaphors, similes, or personification. Why? Because you can help your readers visualize your words and connect deeply with your emotions. Now, next is the voices, where the poet voice plays an important role in prevers, so don't be afraid to experiment with different tones, styles, and perspective. Next are the devices. So we have imagery, what else repetition, what else alliteration, and also creative formatting. So by using this, you can create a poem that engages your readers and leaves a lasting impression. So next is the alliteration. So what is alliteration is? Please read it, everyone. Okay, thank you. So alliteration is a repetition of consonant sounds at the beginning of words. Alright, I have an example of a free verse poem here. Please read, everyone. Okay, thank you. So in the poem, let's identify the alliteration, metaphor, and simile. So the simile here is a satire flows like a sweet autumn rain. So this is simile. Why? Because of the word like. Next is the metaphor. So the metaphor here is a symphony of colors all around. Why? Because it compares the variety of colors to the harmonious arrangement of musical notes in a symphony, while creating a vivid image of richness rather, and also the harmony. So next is repetition. So why this is called repetition? Because the consonant C repeated itself. Where how about the theme of the poem? So you can share your answer by commenting down below. So the theme is about autumn. It talks about pumpkins, where changing colors, cool air, and leaves falling were all the typical of seasons. So alright, how about a meter of the rhyme? Of course, no rhyme scheme because it's reverse. Now I have another example here, then try it by giving your opinion below, alright? Okay, please read. Okay, thank you, class. So, uh, The alliteration here is spread out against the sky and restless night in one night, Chico tells, where the repeated S and N sounds create a smooth rhythm. How about the personification? Same, where the evening is personified as spread out against the sky, where it compared to a patient upon a table, where giving it like human-like qualities and enhancing the atmosphere. So how about the metaphor? So of course, the evening here being compared to a table where it is suggesting where a sense of stillness and numbness, which sets the tone for the poem themes of indecision. How about the simile? I think there is not a clear simile in this poem. Why? Because maybe of the comparison of the two, which is we cannot be determined if there is a simile here. But if you found out, you can comment down below your answer, okay? So how about the imagery? So the imagery of the evening spread out against the sky and half deserted streets with sawdust, restaurants, and oyster shells were paints vivid pictures of urban decay and desolation. How about the theme? What do you think the theme of this poem? Let's say indecision. What else? Fear of confronting real life's overwhelming questions and uncertainties. All right, since I think you've understood already what free verse is, so I think it's time for you to write your own free verse, and I'm so very excited for that. So the directions are given here. You may send your answer down in our comment section below or in our G class. So alright, so that's it everyone and for our discussion today, and thank you for watching students and have a great day. See y'all!